Hey guys, welcome back to Zero's Maverick Hunting. Deciding my top games of the last decade has proved to be more difficult than originally anticipated. Call it fate or luck, it's gonna be a long time before I get this video done. Hopefully not as long as I anticipate. Speaking of which, it's Friday the 13th, one of the unluckiest days of the year. Well, personally I choose to see it as Halloween in March, but to each their own. And Halloween, of course, reminds me of vampires, witches, and demons. Speaking of, I've got a little hidden gem here that was left in Japan. Go-Go Wackman 2 on the Super Famicom. Akira Toriyama, a legend in the manga industry. With great hits like Dr. Slump and Dragon Ball, the man needs no introduction. He was also heavily involved in video games as an artist. He lent his talents to designing the art style of the Dragon Quest series, which single-handedly started the JRPG or console RPG. He was also involved in Chrono Trigger, one of the best RPGs for the Super Nintendo. Of course, many games were also based off of Toriyama's work, such as the staggering amount of Dragon Ball games. Go-Go Wackman 2 is also based on a Japanese manga written by Akira Toriyama, though as you would expect, the game being in Japanese, I can't read any of the dialogue in it, meaning I'm needed to enlist some help. So, I have here with me an expert on Japanese retro games, the ultra-healthy video game nerd.
Is that all I am to you? A free translation tool?
You're not the only person I know who can speak Japanese. I know like 3 other people.
But are they as good-looking as me?
Whatever. I'm giving you a cameo, so take it or leave it.
Anyways, for those wondering just what's going on in this game, it's based on a short-lived comic series by Akira Toriyama, the author of one of the most widely known and loved anime series in the entire world. Sandland. The main character, Ackman, is the son of the devil and has been sent to Earth to capture human souls. Unfortunately, his plans rarely work out, or sometimes he just gets plain lazy and wants to play some video games like a normal teenager. After being humiliated in the previous game, Ackman's sworn enemy, the Angel, aptly named Angel, has put together an army to take revenge and put an end to our hero, who is Satan incarnate. But he's the good guy. We quickly learn that Ackman's other detractors, a hodgepodge cast of Heaven's henchmen, have their own plans for disposing of him, after learning that Saint Michael has revealed the existence of a superweapon called the Metatron. So everybody, including Ackman, makes a mad dash to be the first to the Metatron, with dreams of riches, and, in the case of one bodybuilding angel, a harem. This idea of switching the roles of heaven and hell and making the group who we usually consider to be the bad guys into protagonists is probably something only a Japanese comic could pull off successfully, as the tongue-in-cheek characterizations make it easy to root for the soul-devouring son of the devil, Ackman. And who doesn't want to beat up some poser punk rockers every once in a while?
Go-Go Wackman 2 plays like a typical side-scrolling action platformer of the time. Ackman uses various weapons such as a sword, a gun, and a boomerang that can be powered up into a throwing sickle. On top of that, he also has bombs that can be used to clear screens of enemies and deal massive damage. Ackman also has quite a few moves he can make use of, such as a jump that gets higher when holding up, a jump kick, a sliding move, and breakdancing. Despite the extensive moveset at your disposal, the control isn't as polished as you'd think. Most of the time, the game controls fine, however, several times I've had jump inputs not register. It can be especially frustrating in boss fights when I spent lots of time trying to do the high jumps only for nothing to happen. The game contains 5 stages broken up into multiple segments, and even though it's a short game, it doesn't skimp out on variety. There are simple segments with no obstacles, auto-scrollers, vertical platforming, a decent-sized maze, minecarts, and even shoot-'em-up segments. Another thing to note is, even though the game is short, it's pretty difficult. The standard platforming stages won't be much trouble, provided you don't die, as checkpoints are kinda scarce. The bosses and mini-bosses can also take quite a while to defeat, especially without weapon upgrades or bombs. Luckily, this game has unlimited continues, and each segment contains a checkpoint that you can start from, so there's that at least. The presentation is on point from the time frame. The art style has that 90s anime and manga feel that Akira Toriyama's work is famous for, so if you enjoyed his other works such as Dragon Ball or Chrono Trigger, you'll probably get this game's vibe. Graphics aren't anything super impressive, but they look crisp and I don't have a huge problem with them. Sound, however, is another story, with the sound effects being pretty basic sounding. I initially thought the music was pretty average, but after listening to it again,
it's pretty good!
Go-Go Wackman 2 is a pretty fun but somewhat average platformer on the system. It's not going to turn any heads, but if you need a new side-scroller to play over an afternoon, it's worth giving it a shot. It's short but difficult, even on the easy setting, but the variety of mechanics and level design make it worth your time. Limited continues means no need for passwords, and there is a level select code if you need it. Playing the game on easy doesn't give you the end cutscene or the game's credits, but it's mostly in Japanese anyway, so unless you can read it, it's kind of a moot point. Besides, the only people who get caught up about difficulty settings are most likely the same elitist gamers who need to criticize how others play games in a vain attempt to feel justified in their gaming achievements. The game's price has gone up a little bit due to it being considered a hidden gem on the Super Famicom, but if you keep an eye out, you can find it for fairly cheap. With all that said, is Go-Go Ackman 2 worth your time and money? Well, if you enjoy platformers from the 16-bit era, then it's a safe bet. This one lives up to its hidden gem status. Thanks again for watching this edition of Zero's Maverick Hunting, and thanks again to my special guest, the ultra-healthy video game nerd, for joining me.
Oh, come on, I'm not that bad. I bought a Switch last year.
Oh, really? And how many Switch games do you own that are actually new?
More than the number of games you've beaten on normal mode?
You son of a... Thanks again guys for watching this video, and thanks again to the ultra healthy video game nerd for coming in and helping me out with the Japanese on this video. Go check out his channel. Here on screen I'll be shouting out my Patreons, and if you'd like to join them, you can go to patreon.com/Zeromaster, where for as little as $1 a month you can get early access to videos, behind the scenes extras, and a whole lot more. If you like this video, give it a like and maybe share it around. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications. You can also keep up to date with me on social media at facebook.com/Zeromaster fanpage, on Twitter @Zeromaster, and I stream on Twitch 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Zeromaster. If you'd like to see my previous video on Sonic 2 and Knuckles, that'll be up here on the left, and on the right I'll put up whatever the latest video from the ultra healthy video game nerd is. Thanks again for watching, take care, and have a demonic Friday the 13th. Hey guys, Zero here. Today I'm going to bring you a video that's not a review, more of an editorial style video on something video gaming or gaming related. Don't worry, my reviews aren't going anywhere, I just wanted to do this to sort of do a different style that maybe didn't fit in with my other review shows. Anyways, today's topic is on Sonic 2 and Knuckles, the game that nobody talks about. So calling this its own game might be a stretch, but we'll get into that. I want to start off by focusing on why this isn't talked about much, and it mostly has to do with how Sonic and Knuckles was released. And this is because it technically is the second half of Sonic 3. You see, back when Sonic 3 was in development, Sonic and Knuckles was originally part of Sonic 3. However, the game was getting big, and the cartridge cost would have been too much. So instead, Sega decided to split the game in two, making Sonic 3, which released in May of '94, and Sonic and Knuckles for October 1994. This was actually kind of an ingenious idea. This way they could sell the first half, that being Sonic 3 in spring, and release the second half in Sonic and Knuckles in the fall, as two separate games, selling one game for the price of two. Not only that, but the lock-on technology means you could combine both games together, adding to the gameplay possibilities. Speaking of, lock-on cartridges had existed for a while in console gaming, but were usually used for unlicensed games and add-ons like the Game Genie. However, Sonic & Knuckles is one of the rare times an officially licensed game released with lock-on features in mind. Sonic & Knuckles being a lock-on game added more possibilities as well. You could, of course, connect Sonic 3 with Sonic & Knuckles and get the intended full game, or connect it to Sonic 1 and unlock the Blue Sphere minigame. The focus of this video, however, is what happens when you plug Sonic 2 into Sonic & Knuckles. Like I said at the start, it might be unfair to call Sonic 2 and Knuckles a separate game, as all it really does is add Knuckles as a playable character in Sonic 2. In fact, this is actually referred to as Knuckles in Sonic 2, not Sonic 2 and Knuckles. So if this isn't a separate game, why am I talking about it? Well, Sonic 2 is my favorite of the classic Genesis games, and Knuckles is my favorite character from the Sonic series. So, you know, when chocolate meets peanut butter, you get Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And yeah, Reese's aren't technically a chocolate bar, but it's in that category, and you already knew what I meant. Some of you might be going, Zero, this is common knowledge. We all know that you can unlock Knuckles in Sonic 2 if you put it in Sonic & Knuckles, so why even make a video on it? Well, because this hasn't been discussed nearly as much in gaming or Sonic circles, it's not as easy to play the game in this way on more modern options. Now, I don't mean difficult as in finding a working Sonic 2 or Sonic & Knuckles cart, but being able to play this on more modern options available is not as easy as you'd think. As you would expect, the easiest way to play Sonic 2 and Knuckles is to buy Sonic 2 and Sonic & Knuckles for the Genesis, provided both cartridges still work, which, as of this recording, most I've come across do. You'll be set to play this on the original Genesis or clone systems as I have to capture footage. But what if you want to play it on something more modern, or maybe you just don't own a Genesis, or don't want to track down both games? They're not incredibly expensive, but since those outside of gaming know who Sonic is, sometimes finding these games on the secondhand market for a good price can be difficult. Luckily, Sega has released a lot of their classic games several times over on multiple platforms, so let's take a look at the few re-releases and compilations that I own or are aware of, and see which ones allow you to play Sonic 2 and Knuckles. I'll start with the oldest Sonic compilation I own, in Sonic Jam for Sega Saturn. This collection allows the emulation of lock-on technology, meaning yes, you can play Sonic 2 and Knuckles in Sonic Jam. It also adds extras like difficulty settings and other things you can modify. Next, let's look at Sonic Mega Collection Plus for PS2 and GameCube. This collection does contain the lock-on features as separate games that need to be unlocked. However, doing so is rather tedious without a cheat device, so do it at your own discretion. The Sega Genesis collection on PS2 does contain Sonic 2, but not Sonic and Knuckles, so no dice. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for PS3 and Xbox 360 does contain the 4 main Genesis Sonic games, but does not include the ability to use lock-on technology, not even for Sonic 3. Reportedly, this is because of a time crunch and also the budget would not allow it. Kind of a bummer considering this is one of the best collections out there. Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics for PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch include Sonic 3 and Knuckles as a standalone game, meaning you can't play Sonic 2 and Knuckles without mods for the PC version. As I mentioned in my Sega Genesis Flashback HD review, the console can read cartridges, however it reads them as separate games, so you cannot play Sonic 2 and Knuckles through the cartridge slot. The built-in ROMs also don't emulate the lock-on functionality, so that's another miss for this system. The Sega Genesis Mini only includes Sonic 2, but there are mods to add Sonic 2 and Knuckles to the games list. If you own Sonic 2 and Sonic & Knuckles on the Wii Virtual Console, the lock-on technology is available. The mobile versions of Sonic 2 also include Knuckles as a playable character in either the free or paid versions. Sonic 1 also adds Knuckles as a playable character, but only on the paid version. There's also Genesis emulators which do emulate the lock-on functionality, and even modded ROMs that include Knuckles in Sonic 2, and even Sonic 1. When I initially started this video, I thought that it would be a lot more difficult to find a way to combine Sonic 2 and Sonic & Knuckles together, other than owning the physical carts. It just seems like I was looking in the wrong spot because that doesn't seem to be true. Regardless, I hope that I've opened the discussion up on this a little more so that it doesn't become as hard to find, and I hope I've cleared up where you can find a way to play this game. In any case, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks again for checking out this video. I have a few more ideas planned for this style of video, and I hope you'll tune in to see them. In the meantime, I want to give a shout out to my patrons here on screen. And if you'd like to see early access to my videos, behind the scenes extras, and a whole lot more, consider backing me on Patreon. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share it around. If you'd like to stay up to date with my videos, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notifications. You can also keep up with me on my social medias at facebook.com/Zeromaster fanpage, on Twitter at Zeromaster, and come watch me play games every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Zeromaster. If you'd like to see more of my videos, check out my previous video on my top 10 games of 2019. And if you want to see me play Sonic Forces with my pal Canadian Jutsu, you can click on the video on the right. Thanks again for watching, have a happy Valentine's Day, and if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go watch the Sonic movie. I'm guessing based on the DM that I just received, you're watching right now, Liah. Hi. I'm back on a Friday night because I can't help myself. I just wanna play more Nikke. And okay, I'm gonna hop in the thing. Hey, it works. Sweet. Disable that. Cool. Oh my god, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Haha.
Haha.
I am.
Yeah?
My brain is at like 3%,
Yeah?
but I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you. It's nice to hear you, to chat with you, because we haven't chatted like this in a long
Yeah.
time. Even though, like,
Right?
I'm always at your streams and you're always at my stream. Well, not always, but we hop into each other's streams all the time. So we're like, oh, it's like we're there, but we haven't had a voice-to-voice, heart-to-heart in so
Yes.
long.
Bosom to bosom conversation.
Bosom to bosom.
I'm sorry. Definitely just staring at your model.
It-
I'm like,
Yeah? Yeah?
look,
Are ya?
I told you my brain is at 3%.
Is that doing anything for you?
The physics is pretty great.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna lie.
Yoko does some solid work. Did I ever explain this model to you?
I don't remember.
So, like,
It's been so long.
so this is my first, like, 3D that's not based off of, like, Vroid.
Ah.
Like, I bought, I don't know how familiar you are with VR chat, but, like, have you seen, like, you've probably seen the body of this one before, if you've seen anybody who streams or does VR or is on VR chat. It's the panda body.
Oh.
It's like a super popular one. You pay, I think it's like $30 or whatever, and then you get the license to use it on a model. And then my model friend, Nyoko, who's very talented, just did magic in Blender, and here I am.
That's impressive. Meanwhile, what's not impressive is me just running around in a circle in this PvP fight, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, are you playing Final Fantasy XIV?
I am most certainly playing Final Fantasy XIV.
I am shocked and appalled.
I just want to get quick little front lines in, because I want my alts to have everything.
Well, speaking of front lines,
My alts deserve love.
I got to look at some frontline booty, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, did the
I
game
will say
freeze?
that new character that dropped, the one that you were looking at
Bready?
earlier this week.
Yeah.
That belly.
Right?
That belly. Oh my god. She's perfect.
She is. I got her in 2 temples.
What? That's great.
I was talking yesterday to my friends about how when it comes to gacha games, I'm either like I get lucky near the start of an event or banner and at the end of an event or banner. If it's in the middle, I get screwed.
I recently pulled for the latest Path to Nowhere banner. I had to basically run down all of my free cubes, and by the way, Path to Nowhere is very fucking generous with their free, like their freebies that they give with every, like, event that happens, and every rerun event that happens.
So I found so far is Nikke. Like, I signed in one day and they're like, here's 3,000 gems. You're just gonna give me a 10 pull? They're like, yeah, here you go. I'm like, okay.
What was it? I think Honkers also did that for people who are coming back to the game. Because, like, I know a lot of guys in my FC were coming back just to pull on the Herda banner, and then they fucked off again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they did give a bunch of free stuff. I did get the Herda, but I haven't really used her much, ironically.
It's just the fact that it's Herda.
It's the Herda, so she's no longer a sassy lost child.
Exactly.
Now she's a sassy, beautiful lady.
I'll take your word on that.
Not a fan of Herda?
I just couldn't. It was just too grindy.
It's
Part
funny.
of the reason why I haven't progressed any further in Final Fantasy X because I finally got to where I have to grind.
Oh yes, don't pull a me. Don't save in a spot where you cannot leave the airship, because that's what screwed me.
I'm not even at the fucking airship, bro.
10's not that grindy though, especially the remaster.
Maybe I'm just using the wrong strat for the next boss fight.
Hmm.
Cause girl, the problem is that oh crap, what was it? So we just fucked off. Okay, what did we do? It's been a few months. Okay, so we stopped the sham wedding, went through the waterways. Things happened, and now we're going along the plains. We see the scar, and then I just unlocked the arena.
Okay.
And then basically there's just a minion of Seymour has this giant fucking thing, and it's just killing me. It just killed me too hard.
I think I know what you're talking about. Did you do the Blitzball tournament yet?
You mean the mandatory one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
That's fairly early in the game, isn't it?
I'd say it's about the first, like, quarter, I guess. Third? I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I played 10, even though 10's, like, my favorite. But I think, if I'm thinking it's the Seymour boss, I think it is. I know what you're talking about. There was one that I remember I did have to stop and go grind a little bit, because I was slightly underleveled. But grinding's not too bad in 10. I'll take it over grinding in some of the other games in the series.
Honestly, that's what I've been told, but I'm lazy.
What you need to do is just one of these days just throw on like a video or something and then turn the volume of the game off and then just like do the monotonous grinding. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing at 4. Speaking of which, I gotta do some grinding at 4.
You know, I might just do that because I started trying to craft in Final Fantasy 14, and that's kind of the same deal.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels grindy. Oh my god, she's so cute.
Right? And that like art of her like laying over like the table and stuff, I'm like, don't do this to me, game. You know what this is gonna do to me.
Also, this small child with the drone assistant. I don't understand the drone.
I don't, but she's adorable.
She's adorable.
I want to head pat her.
But I kind of care more about the drone. Like, I don't understand the point of the drone, but the drone's really cute. I want it.
It's a plushie on a drone with its own little chef hat.
Perfect.
It's great. So
it makes absolutely zero fucking sense, but it's perfect.
It doesn't need to. It's great. It fits her, and she's always got a cake ready or whatever that is. Looks like a cake.
You know what you could try?
What?
You know, you could try Path to Nowhere.
Path to Nowhere?
No one plays it. Don't know why.
What's Path to Nowhere?
The mobile game?
Oh, is it another gacha game?
Yes.
Okay, I can't play anymore. I already play 3.
But you play 3?
Yeah. I play Honkai Star Rail. Well,
do you really count Honkai Star Rail?
I'm still playing through the story of it, so yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I'm not going to be streaming it for a while, and I'm mostly going to be sticking to doing the dailies until the quote-unquote rebanner of Sela, because I'm kind of upset with Hoyoverse about how they're treating some of their voice actors and actresses.
I've heard that there's a lot of drama with that.
And as sorry, go ahead.
My biggest gripe, that's not with their drama, is that Sela is not nearly as good anymore.
She's not, but you can still make a good build with her. Just think about the amount of characters that you can team up with Seela now that can just give her more turns. Just make it never be the opponent's turn. Just always make it Seela's turn.
I've heard from my soul mod that apparently people don't like Sunday or something.
I don't know. I didn't go for him, and I think he's an asshole.
Apparently, he's really good with, like, 2 of the other characters that they've built. So they're like, he's useful, I swear, but everyone just hates him, because he is an asshole, but he's really useful. Alright.
Now, here's the thing. It might be considered a hot take, because apparently everyone I talk to seems to disagree with me. I do not like Adventurine at all. I think... Hate's a strong word. I find him very annoying, and I don't like his character.
I think there are people in, I think there are people in my FC who would agree with you, but I know that there's people who wouldn't agree with you. I need to find my, FC leader's, so what she did, she made a fake dissertation, and by that I mean she got super pissed off at, what was it, the fake Disneyland arc?
Is that Penacony?
Penacony. Anyway,
yeah, that's what I'm in right now. The funny thing is, my partner was like, "Oh, you're gonna love Penacony," and I get here, I'm like, "This is a bunch of Dream BS stuff. I don't like this." And they're like, "Really? You don't like it?" I'm like, it's okay, I guess.
Okay, so once you're done with Penacony, remind me, and I can find you her absolute hilarious. She made a PowerPoint rant about how much she doesn't like Penacony.
That's awesome. Yeah, I want to see.
And we're like, speech, and then so like one FC activity
turn it into
night.
a video essay.
Oh yeah, we've been trying to get her to do that. It's been pretty funny.
Because I actually did, like, I'm not done it yet, so I started writing a footnotes version of a thing called Penacony's Not Actually That Cool, is what I was calling it.
Yeah, because it's not.
Though I will say, the thing that keep me going with Penacony is Firefly.
I can understand that.
She's my wife.
It lacked a certain pizzazz.
I can understand that.
And I know, even though I know they're playing me, because they know I like Kamen Rider, and they know I like white-haired girls, like, I know they're playing me, but still.
Who doesn't like white-haired girls? Okay, but once you're done with Honkai Star Rail, may I interest you in the plot of Path to Nowhere?
It's time to sing.
Because you can play the entire storyline with just the free characters they give you.
So, yeah, I'm gonna level with you. I have no desire to add any more more gacha games to my thing. And the 3 I play, Honkai Star Rail, even when I'm caught up with the story, I'm still gonna be continuing to play it for the story, even if I don't stream it. I just started this, and I'm evergreen to this, because I'm just getting, like, I'm on stage 7, for example, which is not very far in the story, and then I've got Pokemon TCGP.
Oh no, Pokemon!
I can't add another one. If I add another one, then I won't get anything done in my life, and I have to make. I have videos. I actually filmed an April Fool's Day video today. Like,
whoa! You pre-filmed an April Fool's Day? That's amazing.
Yeah, I was.
But I'm just gonna spam you with silver-haired waifus now from the game, and then I'm going to make you feel bad. Prepare yourself.
You are not the first who has tried to do that. But you can. I mean, best case scenario, you're just giving me stuff to look up.
True. Also, a lot of the characters are literally insane, so it's really funny. Like, there's one who's...
That's not usually what you say after saying, oh, the characters are literally insane. It's funny.
Well, it's, it's kind of a dystopian kind of society. And
So, okay.
basically, you're a branch chief of a crisis control center, and you help capture sinners, who are people who gain powers through. They get powers through what's in essence that's called mania, and the mania has a chance of making people literally be insane. Like one person's ability lets them take a piece of another person's soul and just eat it.
Okay. That first one you sent me, by the way, I'm being reminded of the vampire lady from Bloodstained, and I'm okay with that.
That's valid. There's some others. So basically, canon-wise, the stronger your mania powers, the less sane you are, generally. And so but also some of them are just stupid. Like, there's this one cinnamon roll called Pepper, who she basically is like, so she's originally a farm girl, but she has just enough mania in her system where she has to be like at the center. She's technically like, you know, the level of mania in her body is not like safe enough for her to be around people because it could affect other people. But she's a cinnamon roll and an idiot, and she's like, I feel like I'm not doing enough evil. I need to think of something. And then you have a choice of like one or two options, and one of the options is basically, man, it would take a real supervillain to just steal a Coke can from the break room fridge. And she goes, haha, that's a great idea. No one will ever suspect it.
Oh my goodness. I love it. By the way, I'm just gonna say this right now. Bready, just like me, for real, as a fellow thick lady, it is hard to narrow it down what my favorite is. But I do know what my favorite is. And it's chicken.
Nikke?
No, food.
Oh, food. Okay.
Because we asked, what's your favorite food? She's like, it's hard to narrow it down. Yes. Text my roommate and knocked him. Oh. Well, that's no good. I would call the police if I was you.
That, I think Zero is correct. That is the most solid advice.
I'm not going to have any better advice for you. Unfortunately, man. It's the best I can do.
Oh, and this baby, who has, like, honestly, if I had any confidence whatsoever, I would cosplay her. Actually, no, that's a lie. I would cosplay a different character, but this one would be easy to cosplay. This one just wants to be a chef, but her powers are ice-based, and she literally cannot taste anything unless it is below freezing.
I love the art design of these, and also, hun, you can cosplay whoever you want. I bet you would knock it out of the park.
Aw, thanks. But these, what is the chef's weapon exactly?
Who are you talking about, Bready or?
Yeah, because is that the weapon behind her leg, or is that her leg?
That's the thing in her hand. That's her weapon. It's
okay.
It's a sniper rifle, and yes, she do be thick. There's a lot of people like Bready. One man cast. A lot of people like Bready, and I don't blame them because she is fantastic. I mean, personally, like my number one type for fictional girls is the tanned lady with a toned tummy. That's my thing. And has visible tan lines.
I'd go for a tanned lady with a toned tummy.
Mm-hmm.
Granted.
All right, well, Magcast, thanks for redeeming an ooh-woo. You're welcome for that, by the way.
Money is power after
Most
all.
ladies are pretty great, though.
Yeah, it's hard to... just... Girls.
Girls.
Women.
Whammons.
I just like women.
See, I couldn't play Nikke because I'd just be staring.
See, I thought that was going to be a problem at first, but then I'm like, there's so much going on, and I love rail shooters that I can't help but, like, pay attention to the actual shooting.
Okay. Maybe I just have a problem because I'm not the one actively playing.
Woohoo!
Yeah, my roommate didn't know what this game was, and so I showed him one of the characters that I unlocked. I'm like, here's just... Tell me you're watching me shoot. Tell me you're watching me shoot. He's like, yep, I'm definitely not.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah. I've looked at less ass since I started playing this game.
Damn. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. Spec Ops the line went.
Yeah, puppy. You're drinking your water. Good job, buddy.
Were you talking to me or the dog?
I mean, I could talk to you too. Do you want me to give you affirmations like that?
Don't, it'll do things to me.
Oh, okay.
I said I already trust you with 4 p.m.
That's true. That's true. You do. You do trust me. Yeah, puppy? Are you disappointed in me because I'm not holding you? It's
So,
just giving me such a judgmental look.
yeah, animals do that.
Yeah.
My roommates have a cat named Alice. He's a boy, so he's named after Alice Cooper. It was originally Alice in Wonderland, then they didn't realize it was a boy, so they're like, it's Alice Cooper now. They just call him Alice. He'll come up the stairs
makes sense.
into the kitchen and start meowing. I'm like, what? Meow. And then I'll go meow back at him, and he just looks at me like, what? What are you meowing for? And I'm like, what are you meowing for?
Damn.
He doesn't like it when I meow back at him. He's like, you can't do that. That's my thing.
Well, Alice needs to get good.
Apparently, yeah. But Alice is old. Alice is like 15 and diabetic, so I'm not gonna hassle him too much.
Oh. That's really impressive, though. My dog likes to think she's still a puppy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs will do that. What is this look that Birdie's giving me? What the fuck?
I don't know, but suddenly the belly is in the middle of the screen.
It looks like she's giving me, like, serious eyes. Like, let me put it this way. So I was on Tumblr the other day, and I got a notification because I follow a couple of Tumblr image posting accounts, and they posted a video clip from Azure Lane of this crazy nurse lady, and I love nurses, and I just said
Nurses are great.
I just copy and pasted it to my partner's chat, and I'm like, no, Azure Lane, I can't play another gacha game, even if you throw nurses at me. I love nurses, but you can't do this to me.
So what'd you do?
I liked it and moved on.
Valid.
I can't do it, even though, like, nurses are my thing.
Nurses are hot.
They are.
When they're not psychopaths.
Sometimes that's hot.
No. I cannot, personally. You can take them.
But you just tried to advertise a game of Psychopaths to me.
See, but here's the thing. I associate nurses with phlebotomists.
Well,
And
I don't associate the two. I had a friend who was a phlebotomist, and it's very different.
I know, they're completely different, but
Were you a phlebotomist
I just don't want
or
a
something?
medical professional actively work against me. You
That's
know?
fair. Let me just say, I don't like needles. But if the right kind of nurse said she wanted to give me an injection, I would not resist.
You know what? That's fair.
That injection might be related to 4 p.m., but that's besides the point.
Also, fair. I think 4 p.m. is a great time of day.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm. Because it's usually when my dog starts begging to go outside for her afternoon walk. She gets really needy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Recently, I've just been like holding her while finishing my work or doing other things. Just like forcing her to stand in my lap. And she stands, she doesn't sit because she's grumpy at me. And she just stares at me and then tries to lick my face, which is rude. You might wonder why it's rude. But it's Germany.
So this is probably gonna sound silly, but you are a remote worker then? Are you a remote worker then?
Most of the time.
The sound.
Sometimes no,
Victory is here.
but in the most recent months, yes.
That's what I figured, but I didn't want to just naturally assume, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely saved on gas.
Oh my god. So the last job that I had, the one that I've been on contract for 2 years, I have to drive. I used to have to drive an hour to and an hour back, and that's why I'd be exhausted every night. Like I'd have enough energy to get ready and do a stream because streaming literally takes little energy from me compared to the other content I do.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you push a button, it's pretty much good to go, except when there's technical problems.
Yes.
So that's easy for me. So sometimes it would be like get home from work, nap for a little bit, get up, eat, maybe stream, then go to bed. That was my routine for 2 years. And some people may be like, "Oh, just stream less during the week," but I'm like, it's like my side hustle / hobby. I like doing it. I was telling myself I wasn't going to stream today, and then I was like, you know what? I want to play more of this game, and I want to, like, capture every moment of the storyline, so I'm like, and this event, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just stream.
Yeah, the event is cute.
You're cute, shut up.
Huh? Huh?
Oh?
No, I reject this.
Ah, okay, you're one of those, then.
Oh
Can't take a
shit.
compliment.
No. That's just happened, okay? It's not suspicious whatsoever, okay? I don't understand how... Okay, so I looked up the crafting quantities for this craft, right? And in order to make 2 of this item, I need 3 of a sub-item. But that doesn't make sense. Because in Final Fantasy XIV, you don't deal with half of a quantity. I'm so confused.
This is a thing that I would have to ask my friend Esky because he plays 14, he understands this shit, and I'm like, every time I look at it, I just see, I'm just like, oh, this is references to other games. I remember that. That's what 14 is to me. I still understand why the monk doesn't know Far Fist or Air Render. They're like the two quintessential monk moves, and they're not in the game.
Well,
and yeah, I understand it would make the monk broken, but like,
yeah. Well, first off, Air Render would be fucking perfect because Monk doesn't have a ranged move, okay?
There you go. Air Render.
Air Render. Fucking love Air Render. It's like the one move I completely abused in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Exactly. And now Far Fist does way less damage, but that's the trade-off. You get further range and it does less damage. Like, that's why I'm like, why do you not have the two quintessential monk moves? Like,
see,
I don't know.
Most melee classes have exactly one ranged ability, right?
Are you about to
Like
tell me the monk
Dragoons?
doesn't?
Monk doesn't.
Square Enix, Air Render. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
I'm telling you.
You put Ivalice in the game.
Look, they did. The level 70 alliance raid.
And I love Ivalice.
It's great.
Just put Air Render in the game.
No. I'm sorry.
Can you hold that thought for a sec? I need to use the bathroom.
Go piss, girl.
Okay, you're in charge of chat.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Tactics is mentioned. Yes. Tell me your favorite tactics fact. I'll tell you my fact. I've never played the original Tactics because I didn't own a PlayStation as a child. I've only ever played the Game Boy versions. But I binged the shit out of Tactics Advance and Tactics Advance 2. Yo, okay. I understand. Tactics activating the almonds. Almonds are good. Nice. I have never owned a PS1, and once I was in college, well, no, right after, no, around college, I acquired secondhand a PS2, and it was in kind of a beat up shape, but I was finally able to find various PS2 games, but I prioritized other games. And then now I finally have access to original Tactics, and I just have too big of a backlog of games to play, including a game that I will be acquiring that got announced. You never played OG7? I only played like the first hour of OG7, so you're not alone.
I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Yes, Daddy.
Zero, how old were you when you played? Well, not. What stage of your life were you in when you first played OG7?
Leah, don't do this to me.
Were you a child?
No.
Were you a grown-ass adult? Because...
No. I wasn't that old. Okay, so, context. I'm 36.
Okay.
I'm gonna be 37 in a few months. And also an uncle in a few months.
Does this mean that soon we can make Monty Python and the Holy Grail jokes?
I mean, I already do from time to time.
Yes, but soon you'll be able to say, I'm 37!
Oh my
I'm
god.
not old, I'm 37.
That's great. Look, okay. I'm about to drop a bomb on y'all.
Mm.
My first YouTube channel was made in 2005. And you want to know the reason why I made a YouTube channel? Because I wanted an easier way to embed videos on my MySpace page.
You know, that's so real. I was not allowed to have a MySpace page because I was too young.
Leah, how much younger are you than me? Because I know you're younger than
Not
me.
too much younger. I just had very strict parents.
My parents were too, but they didn't understand anything about the internet, so I got away with a lot of stuff.
Oh, sadly, my dad works in technology, so he tried explaining things to my mother, but one thing that he never successfully explained to her was that you have to refresh and restart computers and laptops occasionally.
Oh my god. So I work in IT. And
nice.
that's something that like people will say to me, like at my last job, the one I just finished, a director of this company came to me and said, "This computer is crap. It's slow. It's whatever." And it's like it was a brand new laptop. I'm like, "Man, when was the last time you restarted it?" She's like, "I don't restart it. It's a laptop." I'm like, "You okay?" And then I explained, I'm like, "You know how we have to sleep to recharge and be able to work?" To be able to function. Yeah, computers need to too. If you don't turn the computer off, the memory doesn't clear. It just stays filled, and then everything slows down. And she's like, "Well, how often do I have to turn it off?" I'm like, "I would say once a week you should restart your computer." She started doing that, never had a problem again.
My mom had the same problem, and then my dad said, "Fuck it." Once like the second generation of iPads came out, my dad said, "Fuck it. You're no longer having a laptop. Here's an iPad. Try not to be stupid with it."
I just started using my iPad again after not using it for so long. Because I'm finding I can do like I'm about to go like on vacation to visit my brother who lives on the other side of Canada. And I'm like, I don't have a proper laptop anymore. I have like a netbook that I use, but I only use it for recording audio, and the internet on it doesn't work. And so I'm like, I need something so that I can, entertain myself, one, on the flight, and two, so that I have something to do. Like, I'll have my Switch with me, but I'm like, what if I will watch something? They're like, well, I've got this iPad Pro that I had barely used. It was from another job. They gave it to me. And I just hadn't used it, and it works fine. So I'm just like, I'm just going to start using this iPad. And also, the last time I used it is when I was regularly going to the gym, which I will be again soon, because this last job I worked at, it was an IT job, but I lost a ton of weight working at it because it was an industrial kind of setting. And there were
so you probably had to walk over campus a lot?
Yeah, I did tons of walking every day. So, like, people, like, it's funny, like, I went to a sleep doctor, and I told him that I worked in IT. He's like, "Well, that's not a very active job." I'm like, I work in IT in an industrial campus. AKA, I'm not at my desk more than 30% of the day, if even that. He's like, "Oh, well, I still don't think that's that physical." I'm like, "But I've lost, like, weight." You've seen that I've lost weight, sir. What is wrong with you? Anyways, sleep doctor in this town sucks, but I have lost weight, and I want to maintain that. And so I'm taking this week and the week that I go visit my brother off as like actual vacation, because I haven't had vacation in like since I started this job technically. So I took a few days off to go to a friend's wedding in Ohio, but that
Girl, you
was
deserve
it.
a vacation.
So I'm taking this. That's why I'm like, I shouldn't stream tonight. I'm taking some time off, but I'm also like, I want to have videos ready for when I leave, when I'm not here, when I'm on my actual vacation, away from my computer, where I'm forced to not be able to stream or do anything. So I'm like, fuck it. I like streaming. I'll just do this. Whatever. But plus, it gave us both an excuse to chat again, which I'm so happy about because you're awesome and I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my god.
If your brother's on the other side of Canada, you know what you could do?
What?
You could find a tea shop or a coffee shop, whichever poison you like best, and acquire local tea or coffee and take it home
I could do that.
and enjoy it, and then I can live vicariously through you.
Well, what I was going to ask you is there is a quaint little tea shop where I live, and I was going to grab some of their like local ones and ship them to you and have you like you could maybe do like an unboxing like stream or something sometime and try them.
I could, but don't tempt me, because then I don't tempt me, Froyo.
Even if you don't do that, I would just like to send you stuff because I know that you're a connoisseur of good tea, and my ass over here mostly drinks peppermint tea and green tea. So
Peppermint tea is really good.
I'm a basic bitch though when it comes to tea.
Fun
But
fact:
I used to go to
peppermint
DVC all the
plants
time to get good stuff.
are a fucking weed. Peppermint plants will just take over any soil that it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Peppermint plants are also really convenient to keep mosquitoes away during the summer. But I don't know if you have that problem. Do you have that problem as far north as you are?
We do. So it's funny. My brother lives in the other, I live in the east, he lives in the west, and they have mountains there. So they don't have a mosquito problem. We have lakes and like a lot of cottage country around here. So
And a lot of stagnant water.
So mosquitoes are a problem here. So like peppermint, and we know that peppermint also wards off other things because we did have a bit of a mouse problem in our place, but we recently got these like high-pitched noise things that they don't like. Plus we have, we've been growing our own peppermint and stuff like that. So we have
Nice.
we have ways of dealing with it that are non-violent, and that's the way we're doing it. So but also I don't know, I just really like peppermint stuff. Even like it's a total plug I'm about to do. I definitely got some peppermint stuff from Advanced, who you guys can save 10% or more with my code that's right there in the chat. So feel free if you want to save some money. Anyways, now that my ad's done, one thing I want to get into is I want to get into like ginger tea because it's good for like
It's good for tummy troubles.
that, and I have GERD, and I heard that it's good for something like that, from reducing acid or at least keeping it at bay.
Yes. And I'm sorry to tell you, but peppermint can actually
I know.
be counterproductive for acid reflux.
I know. So that's why I want to
Have you
switch to
ever
ginger.
tried rooibos or honeybush teas?
No, what is that?
So they're technically not tea leaves.
Okay.
They're both South African plants, and you can think of it as a bush where the leaf can be brewed like tea, like normal tea leaves, but it's naturally caffeine free. So if you are actively trying to avoid caffeine in your teas, it is a very good option. Also, the flavor is mildly vanilla-y. Don't know if you like vanilla or not.
I love vanilla. Love it.
And I would suggest rooibos. If the tea by you has rooibos, I'm just gonna message you directly
See, this
so you can see how to spell it.
This is why I'm glad I asked you, because you know this stuff.
I mean, to be fair, most tea is not good for acid reflux.
I know it's not, but if there's, I've been using ginger ale, which has very little actual ginger in it.
Oh, what about ginger beer?
I've never thought about getting ginger beer.
Ginger beer tends to have more ginger, and most ginger beers aren't actually alcoholic.
Well, that would be great, because my dad has been drinking non-alcoholic beer because he had one of his kidneys removed, so he's trying to drink less alcohol. but he still likes the taste of beer. So if I can find another one that him and I can share together, then...
Yeah.
Right now he just drinks non-alcoholic Corona, which is okay, but if you let it sit for too long, it
I'm trying
tastes
to
too bready.
Google Canadian ginger beer, because I don't... Canada Dry ain't shit. Canada Dry, fuck off.
Canada Dry's ginger ale.
I know. That's why it needs to fuck off.
I do like Canada Dry, though. I mean, should
Yes,
anybody
delicious.
be surprised?
Here you go. Oh, this is a Montreal place. Reed's Distillery, 1642 Canadian ginger beer.
I've seen this
4-pack.
before. I've seen this before, 1642. I think I can get this
Yeah.
I think you can buy this at Walmart.
Yeah, this looks promising. Feel the spicing, refreshing note of ginger, the exotic touch of cardamom, and the gentle awakening of the chili pepper. This unique combination stimulates your taste bud while offering a delicate balance between bold flavors and light sweetness, avoiding excess sugar.
Leah, has anybody told
sorry.
you that you have the perfect voice for reading off things?
I believe it. No one expressly says that, but...
If I ever need a quote read for a video, I'm calling you.
Okay.
You would be down for that? You'd be down for like reading a quote?
Yeah. Oh, apparently Canada Dry does have ginger beer.
Yeah, Canada Dry has ginger in it. It's just not that much.
Well, no, because no. There's Canada Dry ginger ale, and there's also Canada Dry ginger beer.
Mm.
But I've never seen Canada Dry ginger beer. Is it only in...
It might be only
Where
in
the
Canada.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, let me ask
Where
you.
are you?
Where am I?
No, I'm talking to the ginger beer. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Because I've said before that I'm in Ontario.
No, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to try the Canada Dry ginger beer because I need to know.
If you can't get it, I could probably ship it to you.
You could, but I would not recommend shipping liquids.
Oh, right. I already have a friend from the States who wants me to send ketchup chips, so...
I mean, ketchup chips are good. I've had ketchup chips. I was once at a work conference.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the companies presenting at the conference, they were also trying to get people to apply to jobs for their company. There was a Canadian team out in Vancouver, and part of their swag was just little bags of ketchup chips.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how most companies will have swag like, here, have some stickers, have a lanyard, have a phone charger, have a pencil.
I was going to say,
this company...
I was going to cut you off and say, as a pen nerd, how do you feel about those kind of, like, swag pens?
They're really fucking useless. Like, I just say thank you, and then keep them in my purse, and then I will, oh no, lose them at the store, and now a retail store has a new pen.
I was going to say, oh no, you just lose them in your purse because those things are literal pits.
Yeah, it's
I know I put this in my purse. You did, but it's not there. Except it is there. You just won't be able to find it.
Correct. I now have 2 of the same guy because we went to get a quote on something, and then he's like, oh, while you're here, have a free pen. I have some that are pink, and I'm like, thanks. I don't actually, like, actively go for pink, but I'm not going to tell you that, so we can get a better, like, rate and shit if we end up going with you.
So, I'm going to call you out to my audience, so if you don't know. Here's a bit of a pen nerd. She has shown me pens that are exorbitantly expensive. And
what do you mean exorbitantly expensive?
Why? You showed me $1,000 pen.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me about like pens that I own.
But ones that you have considered owning.
Oh no! I told you that if I won like $1 million, I'd buy one.
Oh,
But like that would require me playing the lottery, which I don't.
yeah, I don't either. People keep telling me, you should anyways. Law of averages, you'll eventually become a millionaire. I'm like, law of averages
No,
will
no,
die
you
before
won't. You won't. Like, sure, once in a blue moon, when the lottery is big enough, for funsies, instead of eating out once, like I'll trade in an instance of eating out one time for the week and put in like $10, but that's for shits and giggles.
then.
You know, I don't actually expect to win anything.
Though I will say, a friend of mine, when we were at Wing Night the other night, because every Monday is Wing Night that I go to with my friends.
Ooh, wing night.
Yeah, I call it Wang Night with the boys. And then people are like, what'd you say? Yeah, Wang Night with the boys. We're going to get some saucy wangs.
Yeah. I
And
understand.
so he put in $40 into this. He plays a casino app sometimes, and he ended up getting like $1,300.
That's when you stop.
No, he did. He cashed out. He's like, because he's like, I'm using this to pay off some of my school debt. And I'm like, there you go, buddy.
Genius.
And I'm done this for the day. So now I've got to go to do the actual store. Actually, I
Yay.
have this. I have so many sandwiches. That's
You have so many sandwiches?
that's the currency for this event.
Oh.
Oh, how many of these can I buy? Yes, I will take that. 4 more tickets, baby. That's time to do the challenge.
Like, why is my screen suddenly getting darker? And then I realized, oh, the game itself is literally switching from day to night.
Really?
It's like, oh no, my screen's... Look, I literally
You're
had
precious.
to finagle... Look, today I had to finagle with my, like, color settings for my monitor because hot damn. Okay, so... Did you know that there is a difference in blue to redness in monitors between the Japanese market and the North American market?
As somebody who deals with video signals all the time, yes, I was aware.
Yes. So here's the thing. The developers for Final Fantasy XIV develop and test using Japanese monitors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the most recent Extreme trial, it's really hard to tell what the fuck is going on because North American screens are just so much more red compared to Japanese screens. So here I am trying to change my red to blue balance on my personal monitor without making it look too different from my second monitor. Because I want to see the mechanics. I don't even know if you can do the fight if you're red, green, or blue, like, colorblind.
Yeah, and I'm assuming 14 does not have a colorblind setting.
It does, but it's shite. I can show you one day. It's really bad.
It's funny because my friend SCR, who I play Monster Hunter with regularly, he's colorblind. He's always just played the game without the setting, and this time they actually have a proper colorblind setting. I'm like, have you tried it? He's like, honestly, I'm just so used to playing without it that I didn't even consider it. He's like, but I've thought about turning it on just to see what it would look like. And I'm like, you should, because
They should.
because then you'll be able to give an accurate, because if I turn it on, it doesn't do shit for me. I'm not colorblind. But if he turned it on and then
Yeah.
told me like it improves such and such, then I'd be like, oh, okay, so it actually does. Speaking of that game, just real quick, I am still upset that the arachnophobia mode does not make all the big spiders look like weird, silly things. It does absolutely nothing. It's only for the little spiders. Which I'm like...
That makes no fucking sense.
I'm gonna say, I'm assuming the people who don't like spiders aren't gonna like the big ones either.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, and I'm just like, because other games you turn on the arachnophobia mode, it makes the spiders look silly. They look like something else, and I'm like, see, that's what I wanted, but the game didn't want to give it to me. So, like, I'm not arachnophobic, but I have a friend who very much is, and doesn't even like video game spiders of any kind. Doesn't even like Minecraft spiders. That's too much.
Really?
For her. And so she can't play Monster Hunter because they added like 3 big spider monsters, and she's like, I can't do it because they're required to get through part of the game. So it's like, she's like, I can't do it. I'm like, luckily she's playing on PC, and there's a mod apparently that makes them look silly, but the game should have just had it from the baseline. Liah, how lucky are you?
How lucky am I? Are you gonna tell me when to press the button?
I was gonna do a 10 pull, and I was going to ask if you could bless me with your luck.
I can attempt to. But I was not lucky earlier today when I was doing a luck-based thing. Although I did get lucky on getting a glasses thing. It was really funny. I was like, I was unlucky in that I didn't get the roll, and then the person sold it to me for like market price, just right there, a little bit under, because I'm like, I'll give you like this much gil if you sell it to me right now, as opposed to you trying to sell it on the market board. And they're like, deal. And then one of the other guys in party was like, scooch scooch, just gave it to me for free, and so now I have just an extra pair of these glasses. So if you consider that lucky.
Okay, well, Liah, bless us with your luck. Give us your blessing.
Bless these thighs.
I would always.
Is that an okay blessing? Bless these thighs so that we may perceive them better.
I thought you meant like you were gonna show us your thighs. I'm like,
touch.
Excuse me?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm looking, because are you trying to get another copy of Bready?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, then bless these thighs so that way bless these thighs so that we may perceive them in higher quality. Amen.
All right then, I'm pushing the button. Let's see what happens. Okay, so only SR, but we could get a jump scare for lucky. No jump scare.
One of my friends got a jump scare twice in a row, and we all hated him forevermore.
Nice to meet you.
I don't think I got a jump scare this time, but that's
Your
okay.
orders, please.
I already got the character. This was just for
Don't
extra
you know
bread.
me?
Extra thick.
I may be a mass production.
Soldier FA, awaiting.
Leave it to me.
I can't take Soldier FA
Don't you know?
seriously every time I hear their name. Okay, that's not bad because
I mean, you have four purples.
I do. I don't think I can do this.
Could always
I'm
be
not
much
sure.
worse.
It could be. I'm gonna do my one of this, my 1/2 off today. I actually got the last character in this on a 1.
Ah.
But I don't think this is going to be a jump scare. Probably not, because it's purple. No. Okay, that's fine. It was my 1/2 off one. Plus, that gave me some stuff. So if I go back here, let's see if it gave me enough.
Build you everything you need. Welcome to Rupee's shop.
Just in time, dear client.
Ooh, I got enough for almost 2, maybe 2. Actually, 2 of these. Yeah, I got enough for 2 of these.
Ooh, do it.
There we go. Now I got 10 of those.
Glory.
This won't get me any more breadies, but I can get a guaranteed SSR if I get enough of that. Let's see.
All right, that sounds pretty good.
Let me check my inventory. Where am I at actually with these? Oh, I have enough to get a guaranteed SSR and a guaranteed SR. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. Let's see what we get.
Lick the mold.
Oh!
The mold has been licked.
Oh my.
Oh, hello, bulk wang.
Hello, Lady Underboob. Twitch, don't look. Let's see what this SR gives me. I'm just curious. Oh, it's another one of those. Okay, cool. Alright. Let me see now. Because who is she? There you go. There's a cosplay idea. I'm kidding.
That is... I'm afraid that is not
Too much
my
underboob for you?
aesthetic. I mean, first off, I would get popsicle all over everything.
Oh, she's
Hold
a type I
on.
like too.
Oh man.
I'm probably gonna have to use her.
Oh,
Chibi's great too.
how do you... that is a safety hazard, ma'am. That's a safety hazard. You don't eat things with sticks while doing a job like
I
that.
love her march. It's great. Battle. Pew, 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 pew. Oh man. Hey Freya, how are you doing? Okay. I'm also, I don't know if you can tell, I'm also partial to people with purple hair. I don't know if, you know. I don't know if my model gives it away. Even though green's my favorite color, purple is my favorite hair color.
Mm-hmm. Both colors are important.
Alright, so let's see what it takes to get her up to level 80. I can super afford that.
Is this some kind of new healthcare product?
Buy all the things. Buy all the things. Buy all the things. Buy all the things.
I'm doing it. I'll upgrade
Give her good gear. Da 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 da.
Okay.
What's the max level skill can be?
I don't know, actually. And the funny thing I learned today is, like, 160 is the max level skill before the reset, but it makes the max go up. So eventually,
Oh, interesting.
like my partner Karama, she has characters at like level 496. I'm like, Jesus, that you could do that?
Whoa.
And she's like, yeah. I'm like, what? No one told me. What? You give me that much of that? Uh-oh. I think I gotta go back to the shop.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to the Raise and Rebuild work.
Can I? Okay. These cases are ones I need to look at. This resets in 2 days, so I'm gonna wait because I can get some gems, and I want to get the other cases. So I'm gonna, yes, resets in 2 days. I'm just gonna hold on to that. I'm not gonna spend it yet.
Do it.
Okay. So, what have I done here? Is that good? All right, cool. I'll take that. All right, I'm on chapter 8. Okay, I'm gonna do the story now. I gotta go to the deputy chief's room. This guy's kind of mean to me.
You really put yourself through the ringer with that last fight. Anyway, it's good that you made it out alive.
Except he's being nice right now.
Let's cut to the chase. The reason I called you here in such a hurry
Meanwhile,
was
I'm
because I've
just
received instructions from the central government.
impatiently waiting to find out whether this new guy in Path to Nowhere
You're
is
the
going to
only
be a
commander who
player
survived
character or a
multiple
villain.
encounters with Chatterbox. You're the first to come in
Because Path
contact
to Nowhere
with the
has this
Pilgrim's
problem
M
of
heretics.
not having a
And
good
witness an
waifu to
altercation.
husbando ratio.
You're
Oh,
also
really?
the first to see one of their
Yeah,
former
I mean, there's still
subordinates become
husbandos,
a
don't get me wrong, there's still husbandos.
Therefore,
And some of them are
key
pretty
personnel
great.
in the central government have come to a
And some
decision.
of them, you think they're women until you
Considering how
unlock their
often
final
you come into
artwork and you're like,
contact with
oh.
living beings up on the surface,
And some
You and your
waifus you think are
squad are being
husbandos,
put
and then you
in
unlock their
special
final artwork and you're like, oh.
See, I'm used to games doing that more to me. But as
Like,
somebody
Path to
who's an
Nowhere has-
enjoyer of femboys, I'm okay with that.
As someone who enjoys pretty people, everything is
Fair.
good.
Fair. Yep. You know what? I agree with that.
I'm just too lazy to level everyone up.
Simply put, you'll have
And that's
more
my biggest
autonomy
problem.
when it comes to your missions.
Alright, I need to...
No one under
If
the
you
rank
lived
of
closer, I would
deputy
just
chief may issue
throw
you an
this
order
ink
of
stamp
any kind.
in your general direction.
You may also refuse any order issued by the upper
So,
ranks, provided there is a
For
justifiable
context,
reason
I
for
just
doing so.
was about to write
So long as
something
you
in
maintain
my
regular reports,
notebook,
no
and
one can touch you.
I forgot that I had
should
this
also
ink stamp
mention that,
over here
if you
that
are
I
so inclined,
need to give away
you're
to
also
one of my
entitled to
friends because
conceal information.
I wanted to try it out.
The CEOs of the big three
You should.
have no
I was
power
like,
over
since
you
it's a low
whatsoever.
buy year, I've been
That
doing
was my
pretty
only
well.
suggestion.
And then my dog was having a lot of issues one day, and so after her stuff was resolved, I'm like, I'm gonna treat
But you are
myself.
still
I'm
stationed
gonna
for
get
some.
just enough to get
Come a
free
long
shipping
way
from
in
the
such a short
stationery
span of time.
store, and then
Only
I'm
logical
gonna
choice.
get on with life. And one of the things is trying out this stack of 3 little tiny little ink stamps, right?
Summer just raided
Okay.
with 10 reinforcements.
You just got reinforcements.
I did, and I'm gonna give the shout out to this person. Nui-sama, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello. I have a hunch I know what you were playing. Oh, it's Goddess of Victory Nikke. How? I'm a mystic.
Yes.
I had somebody the other day
Yes.
who was playing this game raid me as well. But thanks for coming in. I'm pretty new. I'm on chapter 8. So just a heads up, I'm still at the beginning parts of the game. But we just did some polls for second Bready. Didn't get it, but I still got the character, but I got another character because I had enough the SSR gems, so I did that as well. So you'll probably be seeing them soon because I'm about to start chapter 8. Also, my friend Liah's here with us.
Hello. I'm here to be a nuisance.
Good.
And gush over all the lovely underboobs
now,
and bellies
You
that
and
are
your
in
squad
Nikke.
get to enjoy a month's vacation.
And not the
You've all
butts?
been through a lot.
I mean,
Take this
the
as an
butts are
opportunity to
implied.
rest
You're
and
playing
recover.
Nikke.
Yeah.
I realize you have a lot on your plate and want to get started, but for now,
But it's
rest.
crazy how good this story
That's
is, I
order.
gotta say. For a game that I keep calling booty shooty as if that's all it is, it's got a crazy good story. But to everybody who's came in, hi, I'm Zero. I'm your gender fluid cat boy, sometimes cat girl, sometimes cat girl dragon like I am right now. VTuber. I like retro games. I like indie games. I like gotcha games apparently because I play 3 of them. And I just like vibing and playing games. That's what we're here for. So I hope you like that. And I hope my reactions to the story will surprise those of you who are caught up and be like, oh, this is going to be good.
I was hoping that you would be able to slip under the central government.
Anyways, you were saying
radar,
about stamps?
but no.
Yeah, the
Their
problem
ambition
is that
devours
these
all.
stamps
That's
are
why
too
I sent you to the
powerful.
outpost in the
What do you
first
mean they're too
place.
powerful?
I used
Out of
I
sight,
used the
out of
stamp
mind.
pad specifically, so
I
like
didn't
the
expect
ink
you to do so
itself.
well so
Okay.
quickly.
I used it on a
And end up
stamp,
drawing attention to
stamped
yourself.
like a really cute little mushroom in my journal because of course,
That'll
of
be
course.
all.
It was
I'm
like
due
I was
for a
going to
mushroom.
also stamp tea,
up
but
the good
I'm
work.
trying to wash the ink off this stamp, and I washed it like 5 times and was unsuccessful in getting all the ink off. And I washed it in less than 5 minutes of me using the stamp. So anyway, it pissed me off. And so I'm gonna offload it onto someone else, but not my friend who has a child, because I don't think she'd forgive me.
Probably not.
I've already given her glitter.
Why would you do that?
Truth be told, I was like, either this is for your daughter or for your younger sisters. And she's like, this is not going anywhere near my child. And I'm like, okay, but I need it out of my house. And I know that someone's gonna use it. And she goes, okay, fine. Now she has like
Okay,
5 little
I'll
things
get
of glitter
straight to
because
it.
I was experimenting with
Well,
crafts
to be
last
perfectly
year,
honest, things aren't looking
and I
good.
tried doing like, you know,
I
gluing
did
glitter
some
onto
thinking over the
things,
past month, and didn't turn up anything useful. I couldn't find
and that
out
didn't
what's
work out.
inside this bullet that Pilgrim gave you. It's some kind of unknown substance that's not registered in the
Does
database.
Neon realize that her skirt goes up like that?
Listen, Neon
but couldn't turn up anything.
is a bit of a special case.
Exia
She's
also
kind
said
of a
that the
ditz.
substance database has apparently
Oh,
been
okay, okay.
expunged.
She's supposed to be a secret agent,
So one thing,
except she tells
and
everyone
maybe
she's
the
a secret
only thing
agent.
we know so far is that the
Oh, she's one of
central
those
government is
characters.
good at covering their tracks.
She's adorable, but
The
also
heretic is a dead end
she's a
as well.
ditz.
There are
100%.
next to no records on them. Just rumors that read
I'm
more like
surprised we have
urban
not
legends.
gotten a scene where she's
Nothing
tripped
reliable.
and there's been a
We
just
haven't been able to
perfect
figure out how
opportunity for a
Marion
panty
could have been
shot.
turned into a heretic after her brain was
Because she's
destroyed
that kind of
either.
character.
We may be able
Ah.
to turn up
She would
something
probably
if we
trip
can
over
get
her own
ourselves
feet.
into the central government library.
But there's one small problem.
And she's obsessed with
The
firepower.
central government keeps that place under lock and key.
I can appreciate that in a
Doesn't
woman.
matter if we're special commanders.
Yeah.
They'll
I
never
like
let
her.
us in there.
She's just totally a ditz.
What do we do? Everywhere we turn, we're being blocked by the central government.
How about asking Deputy Chief Anderson for help?
I don't trust
She's like,
that
I'm a
man.
secret agent, but don't
Still
tell
not sure
anybody.
what
And then
his
she goes to
aim
tell
is.
more people that she's a
All
secret
he's
agent.
done so far is toss around orders. He hasn't done anything to actually help us. That's true. Also,
Wow.
that
It's a
bullet is
secret.
no ordinary bullet. What makes you think that? A little gunpowder elf inside the bullet told me so. I like where you're going with this.
I am getting an emote in the future with that face, by the way.
That's a perfect face. In fact, I think we all need emotes of that face.
The official Nikke Discord calls this emote bruh.
Bruh. I think it's perfect.
Right?
Agreed.
Like
The
even
less
just like it
involved,
fits
the
her
better.
posture too.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Exia said that there was a facility on the surface that's comparable to the central government. Really?
I don't know if it's annoying you, but every time I look at Neon, I just want to pull that down to be like,
Yes. That is what I'm thinking too. It's like, let me just fix that.
it's like people would, their first assumption with me is like, oh, you're just trying to look at her butt. No, I want to fix it. It's bothering me.
It's like when someone is sitting across from you and they're wearing a collared shirt and half of it is like just inside inside like tucked in and you're just like, how have you not know how do you not notice?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's like, Neon, hun, give me, let me just fix this for, oh, okay.
Speaking of skirts,
Yeah?
are you familiar with the musical Ride the Cyclone?
No, but I'm assuming there's something important you're going to tell me about it.
There is a character where on the off-Broadway production, she gets strapped to a is it called a Gantt crane or gut? She's strapped to a type of crane. I can't remember the type of crane name. But basically, she gets attached to a harness and then she spins around in the air. And the way they modified the skirt so that it stayed, you know, covering her bits and her panties is that they put steel boning in every third pleat of her skirt.
Huh.
Because any more and it would be too heavy.
Interesting.
But I would recommend, there is a totally there's a slime tutorial you can look up.
A slime tutorial?
Yes, a slime tutorial that you can look up.
Excuse me.
Nudge nudge wink wink.
A slime tutorial.
Yes, a slime tutorial of the musical. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No? Like,
Okay.
when you say slime, do you mean like?
Okay,
you
so
mean like
I'm
you
gonna
mean like
type
this?
to you.
Like I slime myself? Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
So it's not like the
I
slime that I shot at myself.
No, it's not like Double Dare 2000 or
Uh-oh.
Kids' Choice Awards.
Or the show Uh-oh.
I didn't watch that one.
You know, it's a Canadian show. I just realized you wouldn't know what it is, probably.
It's okay. I'm familiar with because my mom taped them. Oh god. My mom taped them and she was like, this is important children's media. So my mom taped Skinamarink,
Oh,
Skinamarinky Dinky Dink, that whatever that show is, and Bananas in Pajamas.
Oh my.
And Postman Pat. So we had like pirated and sometimes official copies of like those as children because we didn't live stateside, so we had slightly old technology and various media during that part of our childhoods.
So, again, this might be me showing my age, but Bananas in Pajamas was a show I watched when I'd be off sick from school. It'd be one of my shows like Seventh Heaven. And I've told this story before, but I was sick the day of 9/11, and
That's
was watching Seventh Heaven, and then was upset because my Seventh Heaven got interrupted by a news report.
oh,
And then I
man.
realized I wasn't coherent enough to understand what was going on. And then when I finally did, I was like, oh. Well, that looks important.
I was in school, and the only thing I remember of that day, because no one was telling us what the fuck was happening, because we were a bit too young for it, was that I remember being jealous, that some people were leaving class early. Because I didn't none of us understood why. But basically, in like I don't know about you guys, but stateside, a lot of people freaked out and just took their kids home from school.
Oh yeah.
And so, of course, when you're that young, no one tells you what's going on. I don't think the teachers knew. At least not until all of us went to lunch and then the teachers got to talk to each other. Because I'm sure the secretaries in the front office had the news on or something. I just have no memories of it.
I just remember being sick and being upset because Seventh Heaven was interrupted.
That's a mood. We would get reruns of Seventh Heaven. I think was Seventh Heaven Canadian or
No, it was on Fox. I remember I'd watch it on Fox.
okay. It was on Fox for you guys?
Yeah.
Hold on. I didn't really watch it. I don't remember. I was not the person in my family watching the show, but it was a show.
Oh, I had to click those? Damn it, I didn't do that yesterday. Well, now I know. Alright, I'll go visit what's-her-name in prison later. And time to continue with the story. Data center for the Ark, okay.
Data center. So who's that in front of the tree?
Oh, that's from the event. That's the... there's the one... The small girl there, I call her Granny because she's literally a grandma.
Wait, the small one or the tall one?
The small one. She's literally a grandma.
Huh.
She calls us
child?
greenhorn and whippersnapper and stuff. She looks like a child, but she dresses like a grandma. So, real quick, let me just let me go to the Nikkepedia.
Nikkepedia.
Let's see if I can find her here. Mass is the one I want. That's my number one want. She looks very similar to...
Oh, she cute. Not only is she in booty shorts, she's perfect.
And she has some other outfits too. But I'm not going to pay real money for those. But she's the one that I want the most. But let's see. Let's go find Grandma.
I think her first outfit's perfect.
Does she remind you of anybody?
I mean, there's plenty of people that she reminds me of.
A certain VTuber by chance?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that intentional?
I have no idea, but that was my first thought when I saw her. I'm like, excuse me?
I think the hair is closer to Milim from Slime.
Oh, here's the other version of her. She's a maid pirate. But I don't think you can get this right now because I think this is an event one. But I want it at some point. If they re-banner her, I'm getting it. I'm gonna do everything in my power to get it. Okay, here we go. Here's Granny Litter. So that's the default outfit, but I'll show you why. She dresses like a goddamn grandma, and she says things like whippersnapper.
That looks like a child.
I mean, it is the body of a child, but she's a grandmother. She's a granny.
I hate loli babas. I mean, she's really cute, but like,
I don't really like
I
don't really like lolly stuff either, but out of all the characters, like she had this last event, she had a really good like story with the event, so I was like, I kind of get it. I like her. But I'm not like into her sexually or anything because that's weird, but I just like her as a character. But I did get the event girl, who's basically wearing, you know, virgin killing Kaukini essentially. And she's got 6 tits, 2 in her hands, 2 in her head, and well. And then my friend kept saying that, and I'm like, well, it is a cow print. And he's like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, cows, they have multiple, you know.
They do.
And he's like, wait.
I don't like the belly hole.
I'm not super fond of it either.
I think the belly hole detracts from the other really good aspects.
Because she's a bazooka type, you don't get to see that much jiggle. Unfortunately.
Then the belly hole's completely...
They really show feet, though, I just noticed. With her.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of feet.
Hey, you just hold your shot like you're supposed to.
You can see her pinky toe. Look, her pinky toe is just out there.
It's just out there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's not like workplace safe.
But she works in a garden, so she'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
So remember how earlier in the stream I said I get really lucky at the start and end of events? There was 3 hours left on the banner, and I had 5 pulls left. And I was like, what the hell, let's just try it. And I got it on the 3rd one.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is my luck? 3 hours left, and I get it. And then when the news thing started with Bready, 2 10 pulls and I get her. I'm like, what the heck? What is my luck?
Perfect. Absolute perfection.
It's just like with Firefly. I did on my 150th pull, I got Firefly, and there was an hour left in the banner. I got stupid lucky to get her at the very end.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello, Exia.
What brings you all here?
Oh, we're talking to the gamer girls now? Damn.
Oh shit, I like you, ma'am.
There's a few gamer girls. But she's cute.
Ah, yes, that. Ugh.
You may have to put your Switch down for a second, though. But she's got spare Joy-Cons. I love that they're just in her gun holster.
I love that it's just like obviously a Nintendo Switch.
Why can't you just call us?
Also, I've been, speaking of Switch, and things that I learned yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just Raido Kuzunoha.
Yeah.
Raido Kuzunoha. You know, I have the PS2 game. I found it at a secondhand used bookstore.
That's where you find a lot of good games, I find, from time to time.
I also found at that store, like a year and some odd change later, the collector's edition of Raido Kuzunoha 2.
That's hilarious.
And anyway, the Raido Kuzunoha 2 box is still sealed, so I'm afraid to open it. So I'm just hoping that with the Raido Kuzunoha 1 remaster, they'll eventually remaster 2, because I've never played 2 because it's sealed.
But the way things are now, we can't find out any information.
Understood.
About the
Yeah, hopefully they do.
With any luck, this bullet might provide us with some kind of clue. Besides, that pilgrim wouldn't have given us an ordinary bullet.
Yes, a singular bullet
Yes,
will give
Commander.
us clues.
Well,
Make
she
sure you
gave
help
it to
Exia.
us, and she's like, this will be useful.
See
I'm like,
ya.
okay. Bye, Exia. Let's play Smash next time. But not on Nintendo Switch. If you catch my drift. Okay. Starting the chapter 8 map. Oh! It shows it all the map there. Okay. Let's see if I can auto these guys. Of course I can't. Well, actually, let me just see if I can... Okay. Let's go back. What is the lady I just pulled? What is she? She is... She's a 2. I don't really want to get rid of either of my 2s. She's gonna be a backup then. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Hello. Did you enjoy your vacation? Shifty?
Hey, it's Shifty!
It's been a hot
Yay!
minute, hasn't it? I applied to be the exclusive operator for counters. There weren't many applicants, so here I am. So, will you be working with us from now on? Roger. Nice. Although, isn't it a bit overkill having 2 spies in one squad? Huh? What do you mean 2? You and Shifty. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. I was a spy for Ingrid.
Damn it,
I
Neon.
I'm not sure
I forgot I was a
if
spy.
spy is really appropriate.
What
makes you think I'm joking?
Oh my gosh, Neon.
Lighten up,
You
will ya?
sweet
Of
summer
course I won't be
child.
joking. You're starting to make me wonder if you really are a spy. What? I was just taken aback, that's all. So where are you guys headed? Since you all become a special commando unit, there's been no official information coming in. I know it's a bit cumbersome, but I'll need to ask for
The one named
permission.
Shifty be a spy?
Of
No.
course, it would be more convenient if you tell me first.
Don't actually think she's
We're
a spy.
just going
though.
out for a nice stroll. It's been a month since we were up on the surface. We were starting to get withdrawals.
Yeah, right.
Okay. We're on our way back now. Get a whiff of that fresh air. You won't find that underground. Being a special commando rules. We can go right up to the surface without asking for permission. I see. Is it all right with you then, if I end my shift and take off? To be honest, I really want to catch a special episode of Arc Rangers that's airing tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, really? Can you please record it for me? I love that show. Sure thing. Well, I'll be off then. I'll be in touch next time you all venture outside.
I love a girl who's
Sounds
into
good.
tokusatsu.
Hey.
Incoming best girl?
Yeah. It's funny because Shifty is a human, so you don't get to use her except for April Fool's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They did it last year anyways. I don't know if they're gonna do it this year,
Money
but
is power after
they
all.
do. I will play on April Fool's Day, that's for sure. First goal is gotta get my April Fool's video done. I've got it filmed. I just need to record the voiceover, and I already captured the gameplay footage for it too.
Time to bring in the chorus.
So I just gotta do the voiceover and then start editing it. And then it should be... It's not very long either, so hopefully it'll be easy to edit.
That was a filling meal. What's next on the menu?
Oh shoot, I forgot I have an ad now. Okay. Just real quick. I'm actually gonna get some more water while the ad's playing, so I'll be right back, okay?
Yes, hydrate.
You're in charge of chat again. Bye.
Oh no. Once upon a time, chat. Once upon a time, there was a Zero. Zero went to get water. But anyway, I am going to switch gears completely because seeing the ad on my second monitor, I'm thinking of sport. And did you know that there's a lot of drama in F1 land? So basically, in F1, you have teams, and there are 10 teams, and each team has 2 cars that represent each team. And the team that has the driver champion, Max Verstappen, he's still doing pretty good. He's not outperforming everyone, but he's still solidly top 3 to 5 in whatever he does. However, his teammate has gotten, because there's been 1 sprint race and 2 normal races, as of, so this is the drama. His now former team member, spoiler, has, so with the 1 sprint race and 2 regular races, do you want to guess what positions he got? If I remember correctly, it was 20th out of 20, 20, and 18, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Because I only remember last week's race because I have a memory like a goldfish for these things because unless I'm watching it live, I'm not going to remember, and it's on the other side of the world right now, so I have to tape everything, because I'm not going to wake up at 3 in the morning to watch anything, or 1 in the... I don't know. I think last weekend's was 3 in the morning, maybe? Was it 2? I don't know. It was early, right? And so there's drama because everyone's like, shit, this driver was a mistake. He's a great guy. But we have one guy in the top 5 and this guy consistently last. And so this team, hilariously enough, has a sister team. They're not strictly related because that's against the rules. But, you know, someone will get fired from one side and then get hired by the other side. Ooh, mysterious and magical. So anyway, one of the drivers from the less competitive team is getting moved up because the now former person couldn't be trusted. It's really embarrassing and really awkward. And I feel bad for them, but they just haven't performed to the extent that they needed to stay on the team. And that is the current drama, outside of Ferrari having absolutely dog water strategy. But that is Ferrari. I'm sorry if you like Ferrari, people. Ferrari is a good team. It's just that they don't always make really good decisions. And now that Carlos Sainz is on Williams instead of Ferrari, it's really funny. There was so I think it was the first race. He got out earlier in the race because it was inclement weather, and that can really mess up the cars because the cars are designed to go, 120 miles an hour on average, and with that plus weather is not always a great combination. So his car got out. Carlos Sainz ended up just hanging out in the pit wall, helping give advice on strategy for his teammate, and his teammate ended up in a very good position, like top 5. I think he was 5th place. Really great job, really wonderful. And Zero's model blinks and does the eye motion, and so I thought Zero was back for a second. Anyway, I'm no longer playing Final Fantasy XIV and now just reading various random-ass mangas because I have no control over my life. On one of the manga reading websites, I have an account, and do you want to know how many manga I'm reading at once? Or really, I should say, how many manga I've clicked the, hey, notify me when you have an update in an English translation. The answer is over 200, and that's not even including my Webtoons account. I have a problem. Recently, I've really liked a few things, but the problem is that I've caught up on literally everything that I really care about, and I even picked up Webtoons that I put down because I thought it was getting boring, or I thought the plot was getting too convoluted, but the problem is that I needed more things to read. I swear it's a normal amount of reading, guys. And some of these webtoons are more style over substance, but it looks cool, damn it. I wonder if Zero reads any. And I'm trying really hard not to burst into song. I'm trying so hard not to burst into song right now, because it is getting to that time of my brain going into mush. Also, something to note is that why do so many main characters in so many manga and webtoons all have the same hairstyle? I know that it's like right? Music. It's like I understand, right? It's like music. And music from a Western point of view, only has 12 keys. And so it's like, ah, yes, this one is in A minor, or this one is in C major. Oh, okay. And so you'll get some things that sound like each other. That's fine. And I figure that must be the same thing with all of these male main characters who are supposed to be between the ages of 18 and 30. All the same black hair in the same-ish hairstyle, and I'm just like,
Get to the target.
I sometimes have to back out and go back in to remember which fucking thing I'm reading because the main characters look so similar at times.
What's next on the menu?
But then again, I am reading like 200 various webtoons and manga online, so I do have a problem.
You're reading a lot.
I'm doing so much to try to not think about the current situation once it gets after a certain hour.
So, I have wireless headphones, so I heard bits of the conversation before I went downstairs and they cut out. And when you were talking about F1 stuff, my first thought was, I miss Luxie. I haven't talked to her in forever. She's a big F1 nerd.
Mm-hmm.
On my way.
It was one of the collabs she was in that I met you in.
Get to the target.
And then
I think you're right.
And then we started giving our best
I just need to go to that position.
pickup lines, and yours like really got to me. I was like, oh man.
Do I just need to go to that position? I found something that looks
I still remember it to this day. Do you remember it?
Which, the library book one?
Yeah, the library. Yeah.
I
I was like, oh, that's smooth.
On my way.
And then I'm like, I'd let her be my librarian anytime.
The song of victory is here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Get to the target.
Yeah.
These walls are made of materials
I
that
just
block
thought of
communication.
the artwork
It's a
that
good thing that munitions
that was
factory
shared
is
with me
nearby.
that I shared
Such a thing existed.
in the my Discord. The one where they're like, so I almost lost your art forever. Would you like to see the corrupted file?
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure.
So is that
Commander,
like
there
your
anyone
models
that knows
are
that we are up
corrupted,
here
or
other
is it
than
something
us?
else?
Yeah, it was the models, but they had a backup, thank God.
That would be a sick Halloween idea, corrupted Liah.
You can do like color overlays on top of models these days, right?
I think so, yeah.
At such
I
a
could
crucial
just
moment, Shifty suddenly
overlay
shows up
that
and
color
offers
on
to keep
top
an eye
of
on
me.
us?
That'd be
Tell me, why do you think she would do that? I mean,
I'm just imagining your character
What's
now
wrong?
with a
aren't you being a little paranoid?
yandere face.
Maybe she really is just looking out for us.
just get the glitch for the hair and the eyes and like the teacups, I
Right now,
think.
We're the talk of the town in the Ark. The Ark is like a den of
And the
thieves where
nails.
slander runs
The nails have to be glitched out
You
too.
can't trust nobody. Even me.
Yeah. And then when I
After
smile,
all,
it has
I'm
to also be
spy.
glitched. Like I think that's a great idea.
Like the look of like, I'm in your walls.
I'm in your walls. I'm in your ceiling fan. Not your ceiling fan. It's cozier there.
I'm scared, but also interested.
You. What? What did I say?
It's fine. Listen, guys, don't argue. X is shy enough.
Yes, Commander.
I just love that the dialogue just covers. It's like the perfectly placed bars for the Olympic divers, right? Just covers everything. So you're like, is this diving or gay porn?
What?
Oh, you've never seen that?
I've seen gay or European.
Oh, no,
Is this
no,
diving
no.
or gay porn? What?
Yeah. Hold up. I'm going to the Know Your Meme page because it's from 2012. Is it the Olympics or is it gay porn?
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah. But it was from the diving. No, it was from the diving events specifically. I used to obsessively watch the Olympics.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you obsessively watched gay porn.
No, I don't have that much free time.
Every last morsel.
Yes, please give me heals, Bready.
Let's eat together.
Oh my god, Bready! What was that jiggle?
Yeah.
I couldn't look away.
When it comes to
I'm so
dominating the
confused.
competition, nothing beats cold hard cash.
I love Ruby too. She's great. She's my Gyaru. She makes billions of dollars a week and then spends all of it.
I love it.
I found something that looks delicious.
Now she's helping the economy.
She's like, oh my god, you want to go shopping? And I'm like, sure, but you're paying. Cause I'm broke. And she's like, it's fine because I made $1 billion this week. And I'm like, okay. She owns the shopping mall, which also doesn't help her shopaholic tendencies.
Get to the target.
The menu here is lacking.
This battle's finished. Moving on.
Oh, I see what you mean. I just looked at the thing you sent me. Oh my god, that censorship bar.
We're about to engage. I found something that looks delicious. There doesn't seem to be anything special about this plane.
Isn't Exia going to contact us?
Just in case,
I get it. They have to wear
let's secure the
Speedos,
perimeter.
so.
Okay, I'll be on the east side. Neon, you take the west. Why me? Huh? What if I just pretend to be guarding the west side and I shoot you in the
There
back?
are a lot of regulations about swimwear.
Oh my god, Neon.
Isn't it a bit foolish to entrust a spy with such an important task? What's the big idea?
Neon, what the
Looking for a
fuck?
fight? You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece. I want the whole thing.
Yeah. I'd
Why
like the
does
whole
she
cake,
have
too.
the glasses? Why can she do that with glasses? She is not nearly serious enough for that.
Noob. She's like, noob.
Why does she want us to open the box?
What's in the
Must
box?
be some reason. Wait a minute.
Oh no, Rappy's feeling the box.
Opening the box.
Oh my. Rappy's opening the box, damn.
What in the world is going on here?
Oh no, that was J.J. Abrams' mystery box. Jeez, another raid? Kane, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
I'll go once I
Welcome, Raiders.
You're popular.
Loneman came just raided with one
Apparently. Raid, how Raid. Kane, how was your stream? God, I love Arya's rapid fire. Come on, target the boss. There we go. Ah, well. I know what it's like. You win some, you lose some. Anyways, let's just go ahead and do this. And what were you playing? You were... Beautiful Joe. Okay. An excellent choice. Received info about a new command. Interesting. I'll take those. It's ball. Yeah. Beautiful Joe is kind of hard. Do not blame you if you are having trouble.
On my way.
Why do I feel like the sign has a shiny around it? I guess not. Okay, let's see if I can do this EX.
Looks like we have some unwanted guests.
Hot stuff coming through.
Oh, it's a defend one. Great. Oh, okay. Let's switch to Bready. And I think I need to switch to Misato. Oh shit, too many of them are getting through. Let's crush them. Let's get some heals going. Damn it, they're all stunned. Why are all my characters stunned? Oh, fucking hell. Okay, Rappy. Oh, come on. What is going on here? Damn it. Well, I failed that one. I'll come back to that one.
So let's get started.
Get to the target.
Ooh, something around here.
Something that looks delicious.
On my way.
Get to the target.
There we go. Take that shiny.
I found something that looks delicious. Looks like This battle's finished. Moving on.
Leah, I have a question for you.
I found
Dominating the competition. Nothing beats cold
Are you
hard
what?
cash.
What kind of body part person are you?
Hello. Why do you keep doing this?
That's a hard question.
Then just send a
Yeah.
message or a video clip.
Cause I
Hey, don't take it out on me. It's your own fault for being so paranoid. No wonder your teammates are giving you a hard time. True. Very true.
I put you on the spot, didn't I?
yeah, it's the answer is probably not what.
What do you want?
Do you want me to tell you what mine is?
Happy.
The answer is good hygiene.
Had any good memory wipes?
I mean, yeah, good one to pick.
I mean, technically, the answer is good hygiene. What?
You know better than
Like, but like a body part in particular, it's like,
flimsy lies.
But like, if someone smells real good, that's your thing.
Yes.
Okay, that's a unique answer. I makes sense. I also like it when people smell good.
Look, there's a lot of people who smell like ass, or people who use too much cologne and perfume, and then you get like sensual, like overwhelming of like, I am trying to be a peacock. I am the most majestic one in here, and I'm like, oh god, I need a fan.
As someone
it's disgusting.
As someone who gets migraines, and since all my senses I become very sensitive to, I know what it feels like to smell a scent and just be like, oh, that's too strong.
Yes. I once worked with someone who did that, but also I think it's just the fact that they were old and their sense of smell was going. So they just used more than they used to.
Do you know what? There's this thing I like to call the old man cologne smell. It's like a very, very like bitter and strong smell. And I don't know why people think it smells good, because it just smells bad to me. It gives me a migraine.
Think that it's just that their sense of smell has degraded and they can't smell that it smells bad. That's my hypothesis.
It's possible, but I think they actually think it smells good, and it's always older people that have that smell. And it's not old people smell, it's they're putting something on themselves to smell like that. It's just strong and bitter and like it's heavy smelling. I don't know how else to explain it. And it drives me crazy whenever I smell it.
She remembered this, and thus was able to open the box without any issues. This indicates that her memory remains intact.
But for me, my favorite body part has always been legs.
After her memory wipe. Yeah, that's it. Wrong. I told you.
I am very much into legs. Person with a nice pair of legs, especially with some good thigh highs in them. Fantastic.
Absolute Territory is also really good.
Mm-hmm.
It highlights thighs.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Just curious. That's all. What?
I think also just like people who wear clothes that complement their figure.
Right.
It just looks good. Doesn't matter if your boobs are big or small. If you're wearing clothes that fit you right, anyone can be hot.
I love the long t-shirt look.
Long t-shirt looks hot.
Right?
So, have you... There are some... What is it? There are some, like, stores that do the long t-shirts for, like, sleep shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a thing that was on sale for, because it was after, you know, when clothing stores don't sell what they want to in Christmas, and then it's like, well, shit, we have all these Christmas patterns, and it's now almost April.
Yep.
I decided to buy some because my previous sleep shirts, after 10 years, have finally died. And so it's really great. Like when a long shirt just covers everything, it's a confidence booster.
I'm promising I'm not imagining it. By promising, I mean I'm totally imagining it.
I don't know what I expected.
It's me, yeah.
It's like, as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I'm like, someone's going to imagine that. It's probably going to be Zero. But it's true, though.
I was gonna say, don't act like it's not appreciated.
And I appreciate Nikke butts. Yo, who's she, though? Who's she?
Oh, Arya? She's my new main. I love her. She's a singer.
She's beautiful.
And her ability, she does like a little sing-song.
Is it like an EMP or?
I don't know, but there's an easy way to find out. Let's just see. Let's see here. She's currently my favorite, my main one that I like to use.
Nice.
Let's see.
Tetra line. Ooh, her hair.
There's nothing
I don't know how I feel about the live 2D on her hair right at the, like, transition point between
like
out and in. It doesn't feel like it matches the other parts of her hair. I don't know. Like it goes out too much.
I don't know.
Like the delta between the fully in and fully out is just a bit much for me. Damn, she has a nice figure.
Right?
I love the diamonds on her leg.
Mm-hmm. I love
It just
her
gives it
gun.
a little pop.
It does make the booty shake quite a bit.
Oh damn, you're right.
Because her shot starts out short, it goes or slow, but then it speeds up.
Also, I didn't realize that you can see her panties as she's facing forward.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Which that's pretty funny.
And then the chibi version. She's
Queen. Queen.
wonderful. Right?
I love her.
I do too. I can't wait to get more of her story stuff.
Oh, is her story locked behind plot?
Well, there's these things you can do. You can replay events and stuff. So, I think her story was an event, and I just need enough tickets to do it. You get them by playing the game. So, like, I'm still very early in the game, so I'm eventually gonna have enough to do her stuff.
Do I just need to go to that position?
Oh, there's a shiny around here.
I found something that looks delicious.
Bum 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 bum.
Mr.
Bum
Sandman.
bum 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 bum.
I found something that looks delicious.
We're about to engage.
I found something that looks delicious.
This battle's finished. Moving on. Get to the target.
Hey, level 28.
On my way. When it comes to dominating the competition, nothing beats cold hard cash.
God, Ruby, I love you too.
Get to the target.
Oh?
On my way. Do I just need to go to that position? On my way.
There it is. Got the shiny.
Get to the target.
Okay.
Get to the target.
Let's get started. When it comes to dominating the competition, nothing beats cold hard cash.
No.
I found I found something. Let's get started.
Oh, I'm underpowered for this.
Oh no.
I guess that means I have to do some upgrading. 10 levels will probably do it.
Wouldn't that mean that you have to just upgrade?
Battle data renewal complete.
There we go.
Oh, you said upgrade, not operator.
Yeah. You okay over there?
Whoa, I'm getting
I might be getting a bit tired.
Yeah, if you gotta drop off, I don't blame you.
I think I will drop off and try to get my dog to snuggle with me.
for everything you've done.
However, she is very comfy in her home sweet home right now.
Ah, I see.
But what I need to do is I need to just plop onto the floor and then look pathetic, and then my dog...
And then your dog will feel bad and snuggle you?
Yeah, that's my thought process right now. Clearly I need to sleep.
Well, you know what? If you gotta go to bed, you gotta go to bed.
Yup. Oh, it's a great strat.
What? Sleeping?
No, one of my friends just pinged me. And cause there's, you know, the new fight that I was telling you about earlier where like red-green colorblind people are shafted.
Something that looks delicious.
Basically, one of the mechanics, there's a brain dead strat, and I'm like, the official fan-made guide, because there's a guy who makes guides and everyone follows him like he's God, even though he puts a disclaimer saying, hey, these are day one strats, and I put a guide together. There will probably be better strats in the future. There is a better strat for one of the mechanics.
Sorry, do you guys hear anything?
And one of my friends pinged me just now saying, oh yeah, that actually is that's a good strat because it gives me melee uptime. And I'm like, yeah. Party Finder is not always a hellhole, although it was a hellhole earlier today. Love it when people are like, follow this strategy guide, and then they don't remember what the strategy guide is, and then they kill you. Anyway, I'm kind of loopy. So, thank you. Thank you for chatting with me, Zero. Thank you for letting me chat with you, really.
It's always a pleasure. And we should chat more often. It's just...
We should.
It's one of those schedule aligning things. But now that I don't have like a big schedule right now, like I'm open to hang out or whatever. And I do want to eventually have you on my podcast so we can have an extensive conversation about tea and games and anything else we feel like talking about.
Yes, we should.
We should. I'm bad at I need to start scheduling them because there's like 3 or 4 people have been like, I should have you on my podcast, and then it's like I don't schedule it. So now that I actually have time to sit down and actually schedule things, we should definitely do that sometime because I would love to have you on. I could see a quaint little piece of art I could get of us two of us at a table with tea discussing things.
Yeah. Well, I have now entered the realm of yawning. So good night, Zero.
Oh, how dare you?
I'm sorry.
You know yawns are contagious. Okay.
I'm sorry. Good night.
Okay. Good night. Good night. You're awesome. She's great. I love Liah. She's great. And guys. I don't know who in my chat is not following Liah. But y'all really need to. So I'm going to give her a shout out. You guys can follow her there. What was the last thing she was playing? She was doing Monster Hunter Rise. What? I love Monster Hunter. But anyways, let's get back to the story.
Too late for that, thanks to a certain someone.
Neon.
If it's an apology you want, you're not getting one. I've done nothing wrong.
Niece.
You won't hear an apology from me either. There's nothing wrong about being cautious.
Oh, these two are being stubborn.
Damn, just forget it.
Commander, the formation.
Leave it for now.
Roger. This barely even counts as a snack. Just a moment, let me digest. Really anymore. Ha! Again! It is finished.
Got him. Alright.
That was a filling meal. What's next on the menu?
Okay.
そっちね。
There it is, right there. Maybe there's a shiny over there
So
too.
I just need to go to that position?
In fact, I think I see it.
Get to the target.
On my way.
There it is. Alright.
On my way.
Is there another one here?
そっちね. Get
Nope,
to the
doesn't
target.
seem like it.
I found something that looks delicious. Looks like
On my way.
this battle's finished. Moving on.
I like they added quick battle to the story parts. Makes it easier for going through stuff. Alright.
Looks like we have
Quick
some
battle.
fun ones. Get to the
Alright.
そっちね. Looks like we have some I found something that looks delicious. Stop.
Stop.
These marks on the ground. It's as if something was digging in this area.
Chatterbox.
An ambush?
No, I don't think so. These markings are too small for that. And there's too many of them.
It's a minefield. Uh-oh.
Commander, it is too dangerous to go through a minefield without any kind of backup. Of course, if you give the order, I will follow.
Excuse me. Alpha particle purification sequence activated. Purifying. Concentration 64.57%. 31.51%. Alpha particle concentration 2.83%. Purification complete. Ugh. Initiating mind scan. Scan complete. I'll mark it. Proceed as planned and watch out for mines. That was fast. Always nice to see a proper protocol as well.
More importantly, where the heck did you come from?
Sorry, I was worried about you guys, so I came back. Look, I get it if you're thinking I'm up to something, but it's not what you think. We all know how it works. You start getting close to the Nikke, and before you know it, they're gone. That's why there's a clause in the Operator Code of Conduct that tells us not to get attached to Nikkes. But I can't do that. I want you all to come out of this alive. And I want to help. I just don't want to be separated from my friends.
Oh.
You have to believe me.
I'm sorry, but I can't trust you entirely. Not yet. But I'll try.
I understand. Aw, aren't you two adorable? Oh, by the way, I forgot to record Archrangers. Sorry.
Aw, man!
Nothing major really happened. You just learned that the Red Ranger is the son of the Doctor, that's all.
What? Don't spoil it, you idiot!
but they started foreshadowing it in episode 5.
I love that Anise is a Toku fan. I'm all Captain S and be like,
Still, you shouldn't just blurt stuff out like that.
Neon, have you got the tool?
Let's pick up the pace. Hot stuff coming through. I'm really craving something tasty. I think it's alcoholic shot. Let's eat together. Yes. Again.
I'll go once I fix the sound.
Refilling. I think alcoholic shot. Together.
God.
The sound of the song of victory is here.
okay.
Let's give this one a
We're
try.
about to engage.
I don't like all those cocoons he has.
Won't stop until the day may end.
Fire straight ahead. Together.
All right. Down to 1 health bar.
I'll go once I fix the sound.
Cannon is ready to go. Alcoholic shot. Last year's fashion. Time to go.
Got him.
The
Easy
sound
3 hundo.
song of victory is here.
Oh.
On my way.
Do I just need to go to that position?
On my way.
Get to the target.
On my way.
I found something that looks delicious.
Do I just need to go to that position?
Oh.
Get to the target.
Got it.
On my way.
Do I just need to go to
Oh,
that
another
position?
one. Oh, it's right
I
there.
found something that looks delicious.
Alrighty. Okay.
I found something that looks...
Let's get started. When it comes to dominating the competition, nothing beats cold hard cash.
Alright.
Do I just...
We're about to engage.
The sound, the song of victory is here. Do I...
The menu here is lacking.
Do I...
When it comes to dominating the competition, nothing
Oh, hell
beats
yeah.
cold hard cash. On my way.
Knew there'd be something over here. Alright, that's 10 shinies.
I found something that looks
There's one over there.
delicious.
Looks on my... When it comes to dominating the competition, nothing beats cold hard cash.
Alright.
I found the menu
You-
here is lacking. That was a filling meal. What's next on the menu?
Get to the target.
Alright. It's 11?
Do I just need to go to that position?
Oh.
On my way.
Probably in there somewhere.
Do I just need to go to that position?
On my way.
Get to the target.
Do I just need to go to that position?
Get to the target.
See if I missed one.
Do I just need to go to that position? Do I just need to go to that position?
On my way.
Do I just need to go to that
Okay, so there's
position?
not one up there.
On my way.
Oh, there it is. The one I missed. Alright. Alright, guys. Boss time.
Get to the target.
Do I just need to go to that position?
Let's get started.
Do I just need to go to that position?
I've seen a giant particle gun in the front. The model is MSIC-007. It's a high-density particle cell model developed by Missilis. They can shoot in a straight line. It's like the satellite laser. Factoring in all cover and obstacles on an oblique curve, range is 2,000 meters. Complete disintegration upon contact. One hit from that thing and you're toast. There appears to be an interior energy reaction of some kind, but I don't think it will fire for the time being. It is unclear what the trigger will be. Avoid the line of fire and engage. If it's able to discharge the MSIC-007, it'll be too late.
What about Rapture?
Those are carriers. Once you defeat them, you can enter the munitions factory.
Yes, Commander.
I'm the commander. Okay. Bow tie.
Bring in the chorus.
Okay. I almost got this thing down. There we go. Bam.
That was a filling meal. What's next on the menu?
Enemy neutralized.
Can't go wrong with two operators.
The particle gun is still operational. It's charging. No, not now. Just can't catch a break. Anise, Neon! Incoming at 3 o'clock. Watch out! Now!
shit. My headphones are dying. I gotta plug them back in.
The particle gun is firing. What?
One sec, guys. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not good.
There wasn't enough energy output to fire. Must have been an outdated version. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it?
Sure, positively
Exciting is hardly the
exhilarating.
word I would choose.
All right, get on with it. Go ahead and thank me for coming to your rescue. Just when I thought you couldn't get any more irritating. Look who's talking. Forget it.
Oh.
You can tell me all about it later.
Oh, this is cute. That's a cute piece of art. Very cute.
Yeah.
Aww.
The more I think about it, the more it pisses me off. Do you honestly not trust me? Do you know how many times I almost died while traveling with you guys? I'm a spy. I should be focusing on espionage, not fighting. Yet here I am, putting myself in harm's way with all of you. I'm sorry. Spare me. You can get up by yourself. You think she is over it?
Probably.
Sure hope so. Y'all need to just friggin' cool it. Alright. Well, that's chapter 8 cleared. Alright. So let's see. Well, oh. No, I'm good. I'm good, fam. Let's see. Let's go to day by day. And flame all buttons blocked everything. Alright. Ugh. Oh, I'm 4 away from unlocking the SSR. Okay. Probably just gonna be that limited time thing. Yeah. I can claim these though. Okay. Okay. Well, I doubt that's enough for another SSR. No, I've only got 37. No. No more for an SSR right now. But hey, wishful thinking. Probably don't have enough for good recruiting. No. Yeah, I'll hold off on that. But what about the regular one? I've got 7. You know what? I'll use 900 for a 10 pull. Why not? Let's do it, guys. Alright, let's see. No. SSR or SR. Let's see. Maybe we'll get some jump scares.
Is Florida around here?
No.
I'm Neon. And
No.
nicely done.
Leave it to me.
No. No jump scares.
Nicely done. I'm Neon.
Don't you know?
Nicely done. Let's go find something delicious.
Yeah. All retreads. Okay, but we might have enough for
Entire buildings? You have fun shopping.
Looking to get something on the up and up?
I
Then you've come to
can
the right
get
place.
2 of these.
Smart choice.
Which means I'm 3 away from another SSR
Welcome,
pull.
fellow shopaholics. Are you looking for something? Let me help you.
And I'm waiting on this. It's 2 days. 2 days. Okay. Well. Well, folks. That's gonna probably do it for me, actually. It's like 11:30. I've been going for almost 3 hours. I had a lot of fun tonight. I got a lot of fun not just playing this game, but also getting to talk to Liah. Again, guys, please, if you could... if you could follow Liah, she streams as well. She does some great stuff. She's very entertaining. I'm going to give her another shout out. Liah Foxtrot. Go check her out. Oh, I have to wait 7 minutes for giving another shout out to her. Okay, well, whatever. There's that shout out. Go check her out. She's great. I know y'all got an ad. I'm going to see if there's anybody live on LTN. Who's live here? Astro's doing Jeopardy? The hell? Swoon is live as well. Well, let's see if there's anybody in LTN who's live. No. I read Astral last night. We're doing Jeopardy. I miss doing things like Jeopardy. Let's see Swoon. I haven't rated Swoon in a hot minute. It's been a couple of weeks. Let's see what she's doing. Oh, more Split Fiction. Oh, they're gonna finish it. Well, you know what? We'll raid Swoon. Sound good? I hope you guys agree, because I'm gonna do it anyways. So I'll just wait for the ad to finish. A few more seconds. All right, my ad said. All right. All right, guys. Y'all know the drill, but in case you don't, that is okay. I am going to tell you. Here's the raid message if you're subbed. If you are not subbed, here is a raid message you can use instead. If you want to join us for Toka Tuesday or hang out with some cool peeps, here is my Discord server here. And I can't spell, so I'm going to type it again. I almost typed it with an F again. Here's also my social medias, my YouTube channels, and the newest channels, videos on those channels here. And I am working on a April Fool's Day video, so hopefully that'll come up by April Fool's Day. And also, guys, don't forget, you can use go to advance.gg and use my code 010 at checkout, save 10% on your order. But once again, guys, raid message if you're subbed. If you're not, you can use this one instead. I'll be back tomorrow for some Monster Hunter Wilds. So we'll be doing that. But as always, guys, take care, comb your hair in a rush, use a brush, don't do drugs, stay in school, eat your teeth. I will see you next time on Cheat. Go say hi to Swoon for me. She's the lovely goth mom, and she's played Split Fiction right now. All right. Guys, raid's meant to happen, so we'll see you tomorrow. And you say hi to Swoon for me. Bye. 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 Bye.
Oh yeah, tell us about your fiction, sir.
Yeah, tell me.